Okay, so today is a day. I'm just kind of gathering all of the information that Spirit's giving me about today and trying to make sense of it myself first, find the light in it, find the purpose in it, find the things that we can do to help navigate through it. So let's start at the beginning, shall we? We have a massive amount of energy flowing to the planet directly right now, physically. So we have a coronal mass hole that is Earth facing. So what's happening is, and this is on the sun, so what's happening is it's like this big energetic portal, right? It's open and there's a stream of solar wind flowing directly to the planet. Okay, so feel into that for a little bit. And that started last night. Like we had the awareness knowing that this coronal hole on the sun was earth facing, that it was going to be opening up directly to the earth. Now for me, I know last night as I was falling asleep, I felt like I was being electrocuted. I felt like those, and I mean, we've had this before, so it's not anything new. It's not, we don't have to be afraid of it. It's not. But I literally felt like bolts of lightning were going from the bottom of my feet up into my legs. Thankfully not jumping into my head because I hate when that happens. But was literally just like, and you could feel it. You could feel the thickness, the density, like of like a big thick electric current flowing through. And so that obviously is very taxing on the body, right? It's a lot of energy to process. Your body has to acclimate to it. So we currently still have that wind stream flowing through to us right now. And we also have the Schumann. So, and I'll explain, because I know a lot of people, when you guys pop on, it's all these words that we use, and it's lots to know and look into. But the Schumann, the Reader's Digest version of it, is that it is the measurement of the Earth's vibrational core frequency. And so its normal baseline is 7.8 hertz. And today it's at 39. So it's high. It's very, very high. So that's just like saying, if we measured our heart rate, we want a resting heart rate of, between 60 and 70 max. Anything above that is excess energy, right? And so we would feel heart palpitations. We would feel nervous. We would feel excited, right? We would have we'd feel anxiety, but it would be excitement. We would feel all that because it's excess energy. So when the Schumann's base frequency is 7.8 and it's 39 now, that's excess energy. So you can see how we have these two, okay, you guys follow me so far? We have these two sources of energy that are very specific because they're excess. Now, to add to this, today is November 11th. So that happens to be the 11/11 portal, right? That opens up. And so we have what we call these portal days, when there is a numerological equation that generates a certain frequency. And so it just happens to be that, the 11 today opens up what they call a gateway portal. So it's interesting because Spirits are showing me, and they said to me, and I don't know why they're saying this, but they're just saying it's not what you think. And so I'm going to put that out there just for us to because you're going to see a lot of 11/11 posts today, right? Everybody's going to be 11/11, 11/11. Just feel into why Spirit's saying it's not what you think, right? Because, there's a whole, we try to sometimes sugarcoat things, and we sometimes try to, and we do this for the sake of our own, not losing our mind, not going crazy, because there's so much to every aspect on this planet. But you'll get a lot of people say, 11/11, so this is all prosperity and blessings, and it's it's angel and it's angelic, and that's great. That's wonderful, and I absolutely would love that to be the case. However, For those of us who are energetically sensitive, we are knowing today is feeling anything but angelic. It's not. It's feeling very dense, very heavy. And with all of this incoming energy, it's a lot for us to process, right? Here's the thing about it. This energy is great. It has a purpose. It can come in and it can help us to move things and shift things and change things. And it can help us to create, and it can help us to manifest. It can help us to do all of that, but we have to be in vibrational alignment or harmony. Spirit's just saying vibrational harmony with ourselves, with our environment, in order for that to come in and for us to be able to use the purpose of it, right? It's very interesting. It's like, they're showing me this analogy. Maybe this will help you explain it. So imagine you're on a vacation and you're somewhere where it's tropical and it's warm and there's the ocean and people are going swimming and they're jumping off of a boat and they're going to go into the ocean. They're going to go swimming and have a great time. But you have a broken leg. Actually, both your legs are broken. You have 2 broken legs, just so you get this. You have 2 broken legs and you have 2 massive heavy casts on your legs. Now, that's going to make it almost impossible for you to jump into that ocean and experience the ocean in any fulfilling way, right? You're going to jump into that ocean and you're likely going to drown and sink. So, gotta love Spirit for giving us this analogy. So what's happening is this big energy is coming in. The big systems are coming in, right? From all directions. The 1111 gateway portal is opening up. We have the energy from the sun, the geomagnetic storm stream coming towards us. We have the Schumann coming alive and fulfilling, right? There's all of this stuff. But we still have this density. We still are carrying this density within us. And so, and a lot of us who are, on this planet, a lot of the empaths, right? We are here to shift other people's density as well. We do it as part of the job. It's a part of the job none of us like, I'd like to say and admit. Because who wants to be doing other people's dirty laundry? I don't want to be doing it. But it's part of what we're doing, right? It's part of the agreements, part of the soul's agreements, part of the collective agreement, that it's part of the helping the transformation of this planet. And so we are going to feel a lot of stuff come up right now. Again, it's like that big energy's coming in. It pushes things to the surface. We have a full moon coming up in just a few days. I think it's the 15th or something. Big full moon. So you're feeling all of these systems generating frequencies, and all of these frequencies are coming into your human avatar, and you're going to have to do something with them, because remember, energy just doesn't disappear. It needs to express itself. So this will be opportunity for us, really, and I feel like if you're not kind of like actively doing the work, you're going to get pushed a little bit into it right now. And so Spirit's just saying this is going to feel like really uncomfortable times. Like this could be, and it could play out in any theme, right? So it could be financially. You could be like feeling the financial push of everything. It could be showing up in your relationships, right? So feeling like you're not being cared for or heard or able to express yourself. It could be showing up in your physical body. Your physical body could be feeling really tired, really lethargic. If you have any physical weaknesses, they could be flaring for you now, right? So our best way to navigate through this, and Spirit's just saying the path of least resistance. We know this, right? But we often forget it. So all of these things that we're going through, all of these experiences that are coming up for us, the more we kind of like hold them as an obstacle, the more that we see them as something that is bad, something that is horrible, that we need to run from, that we need to get away from, we create this frequency of resonance with it. So it stays in our energy field. So instead of doing that, what we kind of have to do is we have to fall into a place of allowing, of surrendering it, right? Of trusting, knowing, and I know this is hard. I know it's so hard, especially when you're feeling the stuff that you're feeling so deeply. It's so hard. And Spirit's just saying, do your best. Like, do your best. And if we do, and there's just saying with gentleness and compassion for yourself. That's so important, right? Because we get this layer of frustration that comes in when things don't start to change or shift, or we're not seeing the miracles, or we're not feel like we're getting the help, right? So really, really be mindful for the next little while of how you're creating kind of that resistance yourself, how that is coming from you, and that it's not necessarily the triggers that are generating that. Know and have the awareness, especially for somebody who's energetically sensitive. There's a lot of energy coming through right now, and there's not a lot we can do about it because it's there. It's coming in where there's no place to run and hide. There's no magic crystal that's going to save you. So we have to kind of ride it out. We have to. So if that means a lot of really honoring your nervous system, resting your eyes, resting your nerves, taking things slower, not pushing through, not grinding, right? Then that's how we do it. And Spirit's just saying this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Anything that we are not creating resistance to, that we are not fueling with our energy and our thoughts and our emotions, will change. It changes. We know this because it happens every time. We manage somehow to get through it every time. So do yourselves a favor, just ride this out. Ride it out. And I feel like Spirit's going to give us more information about the whole 1111 being not what we think it is, because they gave me a couple of things, and they called it the gateway, and then they called them the keys to the gateway, and they didn't expand on that further because I feel like we're all in so much energy right now and we wouldn't grasp it well enough. So we'll see if they expand a little bit more on that and give us some more heads up about it. But let us know how you're feeling. Remember, we're in this together. I'm sending you guys huge, huge blessings, even though I'm so tired myself. But when we do this, when we come into our heart and we share love and gratitude and compassion, it comes back. So sending you guys huge, huge blessings.